to see you shine in the night like a diamond you are. I'm good on the side, it's alright. Just hold me in the dark. No one's got to know what we do. Hit me up when you fall. Down the street, so we meet when you need and it's yours. All I is, and nothing feels better than this. Nothing feels better. Nothing feels better.
Hi guys, don't mind this video. I was just taking a moment to analyze if I wanted to post it, but I am. I hope it helps. Stay blessed. So June 2nd of 2019 was labeled the best day, or still is labeled the best day of my entire life. Even though I was very overwhelmed with stuff and just stressed kinda, I found that I was pregnant. And so that just threw me over the line. I didn't know what to do. So the first thing I did was told my fiance, and his exact response was, "What?" I'm like, "I'm pregnant." I had like 4 pregnancies in my head. I'm like, "I'm pregnant." He's like, "Wow, this is great." And I'm looking at him and I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, this is great." And in my head, I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna die. Like, I'm pregnant. I'm with my mom, with my dad. Oh my God." And even though I'm 19 and have my own place, I still thought about them and their actions. And I just got kind of overwhelmed. And I was also very scared because I am a little person. And I don't know, but somewhere between those weeks, my perception of everything had changed, and I just grew happier and happier with each week that passed by. And so, June 2nd, I found that I was pregnant, and then on the next day, I went to the hospital just to confirm it, to make sure it wasn't a false positive, and I got both the blood work and urine work done, and they both came back as positive from the pregnancy test. And then on my blood work, it showed that I was less than 5 weeks pregnant, and so I would have to wait a little while before I got my first ultrasound. So on my 6-week mark, I went and scheduled an appointment at South Mountains Women's Health Clinic, I think that's what it's called. And my doctor was very old. He was kind of rude, and he told me that he doesn't do ultrasounds until the 10th week. And I was like, okay. He told me to come back on my 10th week to do the test to make sure I'm good and the baby's good, and to speak to a nutritionist. And so that was pretty much my appointment. It was very short. When I first walked in, they didn't believe that I was pregnant, so they did another pregnancy test, despite me having the 4 pregnancy tests that I already took, and letting them know that I went to Banner to do my pregnancy test. To get it confirmed with blood and urine, they still had to test me to make sure I was pregnant, which I guess I understand. So I'm waiting to my 10th week, and I'm experiencing all these pregnancy symptoms, and it's kind of like overwhelming, and I'm always tired and trying to get through my day at work, and I live every minute of it. But it was very overwhelming. I'd say a couple days before my appointment, I went to the emergency room because my back was hurting so bad and my ribs were hurting so bad, and I just didn't understand why they were hurting so bad. I mean, I knew I was gaining weight, but I wasn't gaining that much weight. And so I went to the hospital to get those checked out, and they couldn't do an x-ray because I was pregnant, but they did do an ultrasound and checked my vitals, and everything was good. I didn't have any infections, and yeah. So they did both a vaginal and the over the belly, I don't know what it's called, ultrasound, and when she came back, I didn't expect the news that I got. I really didn't. I was expecting to go home with some Tylenol or ibuprofen, but that is not what happened at all. So when the doctor came back, she was just like, so based off the ultrasound, it looks like your baby stopped growing at 6 weeks, and it doesn't have a fatal heartbeat, but I can't guarantee this to you. So you need to follow up with your OBGYN to get the results confirmed. And I'm like, what? Like, this don't make no sense. And then I'm thinking about it, and I'm just like, she can't confirm nothing. So maybe it's just like a false alarm. Like, I'm not Like I'm in tears. Like I'm not gonna lie, I'm in tears. But in my head, I'm kind of like, okay, Deja, just calm down. This might just be a false alarm. She may not know. She ain't my damn doctor. Who the hell is she? She can't even confirm it. So I call my mom after my appointment, and I'm just like, the doctor told me that I'm leading into a miscarriage, but she can't confirm it. And my mom was like, oh my God, Deja, I'm so sorry. And then, you know how people ask you, like, are you okay? Or say, I'm sorry, you just immediately break down. Well, I just broke down. I was like, why is this happening to me? Like, I was doing everything right. I just didn't understand. I was like, is there something I can do to prevent it from happening? Like, is it early? Can we catch it? She was like, unfortunately, there's nothing you can do. I'm just like, damn. So my mom calls me back. She's like, do you want me to come over? And I'm like, okay, I'm okay. No, I'm good. Like, I'm just gonna go home and get on my bed. So I get home, and then like 20 minutes later, like all my family shows up. Everybody's calling me and texting me and asking me if I'm okay. I'm just breaking down because I'm getting all these "Are you okay?" and "I'm sorry," and I'm like, it's not over yet. Like the baby's not dead yet. It's not freaking confirmed. That's what I'm thinking in my head. And so my mom comes, my grandma comes and talks to me. They're like, well, Deja, you have OI, and so your baby may have OI. And you are a short person, so your baby might be a short person. Your baby might grow differently. You grew differently than your mom. And I was thinking like that, and so I was thinking, okay, like, you know what? This is just one big misunderstanding. She probably doesn't know I have OI. She probably doesn't know about none of my medical conditions. You know, my baby is fine. It's growing fine. Like, I'm fine. So then, after my family left, I called my nana, and she told me to call Mom Doc because they can get me in as soon as possible. So I called Mom Doc, and I told her my situation, and they were like, we need you to come in tomorrow. So I'm like, okay. So we wake up at 6 o'clock to be there at 8 because my fiance takes 27 years to get ready. But we wake up at 6 and we're out the house by 7:30 to get there at 8, and they do blood work, they do a vaginal exam, and they do an ultrasound. And she's like, come back in tomorrow and we'll let you know the results. So I go back in tomorrow, and they're like, well, based on the hospital results and these results, they kind of don't like coordinate together. So we want to run a series of tests on you. We want you to come in every 2 days for the next 2 weeks. So I'm going in every 2 days for the next 2 weeks to give blood and urine. And then on both of those Fridays, we did ultrasounds. And so the first Friday ultrasound, she's like, yeah, I still need some more work. I need to have something to measure off of so I know if your baby is growing or not, and if you're going to be leading into a miscarriage or not. So I'm like, okay, I'm trying to be understandable. I'm trying to stay calm about the situation, but it was just a very emotional 2 weeks for me. Because I went from being told you have to wait until 10 weeks to get an ultrasound to being told on my 9th week going into 10 weeks that my baby stopped growing at 6 weeks, but it wasn't guaranteed, to being told that, well, we don't know if your baby's growing or not. We need you to come in between the next 2 weeks, every 2 days, so we can get these work to measure off of what's going on. So I'm like, damn, this is just a lot, and I feel like it's going to suck if it ends in a miscarriage because it's been dragged out for so long that can't nobody tell me what's going on. You know, it's not for, you know, it was just a lot. And so I'm going in every 2 days. She's telling me she needs more to measure off of. My last week of every 2 days, and then the Friday ultrasound comes. And I'm just trying to get through the week. I'm trying to think positive. I'm trying to give it to God, and I'm just like, everything that I've been through, I've made it out only because of God, because I was born with a brittle bone disease. I was placed on a heater. I almost died when I was an infant. I was told I was supposed to die at 5. I was told that I would never be able to walk or talk or sit up or just be interactive like kids and adults are. You know, like my whole life has been based off God. I feel like I'm only here because of God. And so I've tried to give my situation to God, but I'm a fixer. And I just want to fix everything. And, you know, it was this baby that I've been carrying for quite some time, only to realize that it stopped growing at 6 weeks. And so, sorry, I'm trying not to get emotional. So my last week comes, and I didn't see any blood in any of my ultrasounds, and I was getting ultrasounds. But when my last week comes, there is just blood all over. Like, like when they do the vaginal ultrasound, there's blood all over the sonogram or whatever it's called. I don't know, but when they were doing my thing, there was just blood all over it, and so my fiance asked what is that, and before the lady who was doing my ultrasound could answer, I said blood, and right then and there, I knew that it was over. I knew that I had lost my baby, and that it hurted so bad, and I'm trying to cry. Sorry. I knew that I had lost my baby, and that I was either gonna have to get a D&C. Well, I was gonna have to get D&C. So she told me to take some time to look at my options and to come back next week to figure out how I want to end the miscarriage. And so I went home and I was just broken. I was so broken. My boyfriend would not allow me to just sit in bed and cry. He wouldn't allow me to sit on the couch and cry. He told me that everything was going to be okay and that our baby's in a better place and that our baby's in heaven. And I believe that. I do. And so I think that's what kind of gave me my strength to keep going. I don't know, but he was just amazing. He was better. And of course my family was very supportive through the whole process. So yeah. My appointment was on Tuesday at 8:50 in the morning, and my boyfriend had to go, my fiance had to go to work, so I stayed with my mom. And Tuesday morning, I woke up in labor. My contractions were 6 minutes apart, and then I went to my appointment with my contractions going. They told me since I'm already in labor, I should just carry it out go through the process naturally. And so by 7 at night, my contractions were 2 minutes apart, and I felt like I was dying. But originally I did want to do this naturally, and so I just felt like, this is my only chance, even though the baby was dead, to have my baby naturally. And so my baby didn't come till the next day. Actually, he came he or she came Wednesday at 2 p.m. And I will add the pictures to it. But it was just so heartbreaking for me. It was really heartbreaking. And I just didn't know what to do or what to say. And I just prayed and cried to myself. I didn't want my little brothers to see me crying or my family to see me crying, because I've just been trying to handle it so well. But yeah, I just prayed and I cried to myself, and I cleaned up my face and I said it's time to get it together. My baby wouldn't want me sitting here crying. My baby would want me to be okay, that it's with God and in heaven. And so that's what I believe. I believe my baby's in heaven and that everything is going to be okay and that everything happens for a reason. But I was looking up stories on people with no heartbeats, hoping that I would have this successful miracle pregnancy, but I didn't. And they told me that even if I was doing everything perfectly fine and perfectly right, that there would still be a chance that I'd have a miscarriage. And so I was watching other people's stories and seeing how they got through it, and I guess that kind of helped me to be okay with everything that's going on. And so, yeah. I don't know if my story will help you or if it'll motivate you or inspire you to try again, but I am going to try again. Not now, at least. Because, I don't want to try again now. I want to heal from this and live a little bit more and then try again. But I hope my story helps you. And I'm sorry for tearing up. I try not to. Oh my God. I try not to tear up, but I genuinely hope my story helps you. Because I know that some of your stories out there helped me going through my process. And I just want to inspire and give hope. So, stay blessed.